On Thursday, July 5, Days of Our Lives delivers a whirlwind of emotions, shocking discoveries, and confrontations that will leave viewers on the edge of their seats. A shocking discovery rocks Jada and Belle. The episode opens with Jada Hunter, Salem's sharp and determined detective, and Belle Black, the town's brilliant attorney with a heart of gold, stumbling upon a revelation that could turn the DiMera family upside down. The two women, known for their tenacity and commitment to justice, are reviewing evidence when they uncover something startling on a memory card. This isn't just any piece of evidence, it's a bombshell that could unravel secrets hidden within the opulent walls of the DiMera mansion. The memory card, discovered under mysterious circumstances, appears to contain footage from a night that many in Salem would rather forget. Whispers around town suggest that Chanel DiMera, the vibrant and ambitious young woman married to Johnny DiMera, paid a menacing visit to the DiMera mansion on the night in question. What was she doing there? Was it a moment of desperation, anger, or something far more sinister? Jada, with her keen investigative instincts, senses that this discovery could have far-reaching consequences, particularly for Chanel, who may soon find herself in the crosshairs of the law. Belle, ever the protector of those she cares about, is torn. Her legal mind knows that the evidence must be pursued, but her heart aches at the thought of Chanel, her friend and ally, facing legal trouble. As Jada prepares to question Chanel, the tension is palpable. Will Chanel's explanation satisfy Jada's relentless pursuit of the truth, or will this discovery lead to an arrest that could shatter her marriage and her future? The residents of Salem brace themselves for the fallout, knowing that in this town, secrets rarely stay buried for long. Johnny's trial looms large. At the heart of this episode is Johnny DiMera, a young man caught in a web of family loyalty, love, and legal peril. As he prepares for an upcoming trial that could determine his fate, Johnny leans on his devoted wife, Chanel, for support. Their love story, a beacon of hope amidst Salem's chaos, is tested as the trial draws near. Chanel, with her unwavering love and fierce determination, wraps Johnny in a cocoon of affection, reminding him that no matter what happens, they will face it together. Yet, beneath her supportive exterior, Chanel harbors deep concerns. Johnny's ties to his father, E.J. DiMera, a man known for his cunning and manipulative ways, threaten to pull him into dangerous territory. E.J., the patriarch of the DiMera family, is no stranger to bending the rules to protect his own. Rumors swirl that E.J. might tamper with evidence, perhaps even editing footage, to paint Johnny in a more innocent light. But will his schemes work, or will they backfire, leaving Johnny to face the consequences of his actions? Chanel's fears are not unfounded. She knows that E.J.'s influence over Johnny could jeopardize their marriage and drag them both into a world of deceit. Despite her worries, she refuses to let them overshadow her commitment to Johnny. Their tender moments together, shared glances, gentle touches, and heartfelt promises remind viewers of the power of love in the face of adversity. But as the trial looms, one question hangs heavy in the air: will Chanel herself become entangled in the legal fallout, especially after Jada and Belle's discovery? E.J. and Tony plot to reclaim power. Meanwhile, across town, the DiMera brothers, E.J. and Tony, are locked in a high-stakes conversation about the future of DiMera Enterprises, the family's sprawling business empire. Tony, with his refined demeanor and strategic mind, urges E.J. to focus on regaining control of the company, which has been plagued by internal power struggles and external threats. The DiMera name, once synonymous with unshakable power, is at risk, and Tony knows that only a bold move can restore their dominance. E.J., ever the schemer, sees an opportunity in his son, Johnny, who currently works at Titan DiMera, a rival enterprise with deep ties to the DiMera family. Could Johnny be the secret weapon they need to tip the scales in their favor? E.J.'s mind races with possibilities, but Tony, ever the voice of caution, warns him to tread carefully. The brothers' relationship with Johnny has been fraught with tension, and E.J. is only just beginning to repair the fractures caused by years of mistrust and manipulation. Tony's advice is clear: prioritize family over ambition. E.J.'s schemes, while clever, could jeopardize the fragile bond he's rebuilding with Johnny. Yet E.J. is not one to back down easily. The brothers agree to explore other avenues to secure their hold on DiMera Enterprises, declaring that their plans will unfold over the coming months, promising more intrigue and power plays to come. For now, their focus is on keeping Johnny out of harm's way. But in Salem, no plan is ever foolproof. Gwen and Xander's steamy night sparks drama in another corner of Salem. The air is thick with passion and regret as Gwen Rizek and Xander Kyriakis give in to their undeniable chemistry. After a night of too many drinks, the two find themselves in Gwen's hotel room, their inhibitions lowered and their desires ignited. For Gwen, Xander is the one who got away, a love she's never quite let go of, despite his marriage to Sarah Kyriakis. The heat of the moment overtakes them, and in a flurry of passion, Gwen tears at Xander's clothes, their connection as electric as ever. The scenes are steamy, filled with the raw emotion of two people caught in a whirlwind of longing and forbidden attraction. But as the morning light creeps through the curtains, reality sets in. Xander is gone, leaving Gwen alone with her thoughts and a tangle of emotions. Did they cross a line they can't uncross? For Gwen, the night was a chance to reclaim a piece of her past, but for Xander, it's a betrayal of his vows to Sarah, a woman he loves despite their rocky history. The drama escalates when J.J. Devereaux arrives at Gwen's door, his expression a mix of determination and accusation. He's there to confront her about a missing necklace belonging to Julie Williams, a cherished family heirloom that holds deep sentimental value. JJ's tone is sharp, his patience thin, as he demands answers. Will Gwen hand over the necklace? Or will her defiance spark a new feud? The confrontation is charged with emotion, as JJ's loyalty to his family clashes with Gwen's complicated feelings for Xander and her own sense of pride. Xander faces the consequences. Xander, meanwhile, can't escape the consequences of his actions. As he stumbles out of Gwen's hotel room, he crosses paths with Philip Kyriakis, a man with whom he shares a fraught history. Philip, quick to sense Xander's shame, wastes no time in calling him out. The air crackles with tension as Philip accuses Xander of cheating on Sarah, his words laced with anger and disappointment. Xander, still reeling from the night before, is in no mood for Philip's moralizing, and the two men quickly descend into a heated argument. Their confrontation isn't just about infidelity. Old wounds resurface, including Xander's past attack on Philip, a violent act that Philip has reluctantly agreed to keep quiet about for now. Xander, desperate to protect his reputation and his marriage, warns Philip to stay silent, but the threat only deepens the rift between them. In Salem, secrets have a way of coming to light, and Xander knows that his night with Gwen could cost him everything. A town on the brink of chaos as the day unfolds, Salem buzzes with anticipation. Johnny's trial looms like a storm cloud, threatening to upend his life and test the strength of his marriage to Chanel. Jada and Belle's discovery on the memory card could spell trouble for Chanel, pulling her into a legal quagmire that no one saw coming. EJ and Tony's schemes to reclaim Demera Enterprises add a layer of corporate intrigue, while Gwen and Xander's passionate night sets the stage for heartbreak and betrayal. JJ's quest for Julie's necklace and Philip's clash with Xander only add fuel to the fire, ensuring that no one in Salem is safe from the fallout. Next, did Ari just choose her own fate? The bold move that could change everything in Salem Days of Our Lives is no stranger to high drama, secrets, forbidden love, and characters who walk the line between loyalty and danger. But this summer, one of Salem's youngest legacy characters may have just crossed into a new chapter of her life, one she might not be able to walk away from. In a quietly intense and emotionally charged episode, Ariana Ari Horton made a daring move that could forever change her destiny. Gone is the innocent girl once content to stay in the background of other people's drama. Now Ari is making bold, adult decisions, ones that come with real risk and real consequences. Whether she knows it or not, Ari may have just stepped into a world far more complicated and dangerous than she ever expected. A secret visit to the pub or something more? It all began innocently enough. Ari tried to sneak into the Brady pub, giving Roman Brady a polite smile and saying she was just going upstairs to visit her great-grandmother, Kate Roberts. A believable excuse considering her deep family ties and Kate's long-standing presence upstairs. But Roman, with his keen instincts and protective nature, wasn't so easily fooled. He immediately pointed out that Kate was already in bed for the night, and something about Ari's demeanor raised red flags. Before she could bolt, Roman stopped her. His voice was calm but firm. He knew. "You're not here for Kate," he said. "You're here for Doug." That name alone brought tension into the air. Doug, a charming but troubled young man with a dangerous past and an even more uncertain future. Not exactly the kind of boy a loving family like the Hortons would welcome with open arms. And certainly not the kind of person a teenage girl should be secretly visiting at night. But Ari headstrong and determined, wasn't about to let anyone tell her what to do. Not even Roman. Behind closed doors, Doug's hidden struggles upstairs. Behind a locked door, Doug sat alone, counting his money. The problem? He didn't have enough. Not nearly enough. His expression, usually calm and confident, was etched with stress and quiet panic. Whatever he owed and whoever he owed it to, it was a threat big enough to shake him to his core. The truth is, Doug's not just another rebellious young man in Salem. There's something darker going on. Something deeper. He's tangled in a web of debt, danger, and secrets that could pull in anyone who gets too close. Ari doesn't know all of this, not yet. But her instincts tell her something is wrong. Instead of walking away when Roman tried to stop her, she turned back, looked toward the stairs, and made a choice. A dramatic, life-altering choice. She climbed up the fire escape and knocked on Doug's window. "I have to see you," she said, her voice soft but firm. And just like that, the line between childhood and adulthood was crossed. "Tell me the truth." Inside the dimly lit room, Doug opened the window and let her in. The moment was quiet, charged with unspoken tension. Ari stood with her arms crossed, eyes sharp, her teenage confidence masking the worry underneath. "I don't want to play games," she told him. "This hot and cold stuff, it's not cute. I'm not here for that. I want to know what the hell is going on with you." It was a bold statement, one that caught Doug off guard. He didn't answer right away. He hesitated, his walls momentarily up, but this wasn't a night for secrets. With a sigh, Doug admitted the truth. "Okay. I have to meet this guy I owe money to. A lot of money." It was a confession that could change everything. Doug wasn't just emotionally unavailable. He was in trouble. Deep trouble. Ari's dangerous kiss. Doug, clearly uncomfortable with involving Ari in his problems, tried to push her away emotionally. "It's not safe to be around me," he warned her. But Ari didn't flinch. In fact, her response was chilling in its simplicity. "I like bad boys." And then she kissed him. That kiss wasn't just teenage rebellion. It was Ari choosing her path. Choosing to dive headfirst into something far riskier than she likely understands. It was the kind of kiss that says, "I know what I'm doing," even if she doesn't fully grasp the consequences. And just like that, Ari sealed her fate. A young woman on the edge. What makes the storyline so powerful isn't just the suspense or the secret meetings, it's the transformation of Ari Horton. Viewers have watched her grow up in the shadow of Salem's most famous families. She's a Horton, a Brady, a part of the next generation of core characters. But for too long, she's been on the sidelines. Now, she's stepping into the spotlight. And she's doing it in a way that mirrors the classic arcs of past heroines, torn between love and logic, desire and danger. But Ari's story feels different. Raw. Gritty. Modern. She's not being manipulated or tricked. She's making her own choices, even if those choices are reckless. What happens next? That's the question on every fan's mind. Doug's debt isn't going away. Whoever he owes could soon show up in Salem, bringing a storm with them. And now that Ari is entangled in Doug's life, she could become collateral damage in a much bigger game. Will Roman tell Gabby what Ari's up to? Will Rafe step in as her former guardian and try to pull her away? And will Doug, in the end, push her away to protect her or let her in even deeper? And what about Ari herself? Will she realize the gravity of the path she's chosen before it's too late? Final thoughts. At its heart, Days of Our Lives has always been about families, legacies, love, and the choices we make, good and bad. Ari Horton's journey is shaping up to be a cautionary tale wrapped in a thrilling summer romance. She may be young, but she's proving to be every bit as bold, stubborn, and brave as her parents, grandparents, and great-grandparents before her. Whether she rises or falls, she's claiming her story now and doing it on her own terms. The only question that remains is this: will the cost of that independence be more than she bargained for? Stay tuned. Salem is just getting started.